Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into the completely chaotic, almost cinematic aftermath of the 2026 World Cup Final between Spain and Argentina. If you thought the drama ended with the final whistle, well, you definitely haven't been paying attention to how modern football fandom operates online. Okay, so picture this staggering number, 80,200. That is how many grieving Argentina fans jumped online just days after the final to sign a petition. And they weren't just asking for an apology, they were demanding an absolute do-over of the championship match, literally wanting to erase the history books and replay the whole thing from minute zero.
So that really begs the question, right? Can an online petition actually overturn a World Cup final? Today, we're going to take an investigative journey into that fascinating intersection where extreme global fandom collides right into official football governance.
Section 1, the 80,000 signature demand. So, how did this whole shebang start? Well, the spark was lit by an Argentine supporter named Gisela Sánchez. She launched a Change.org campaign taking direct aim at the Slovenian referee, Slavko Vinčić. The petition alleges serious irregularities during the match, basically claiming his decisions heavily swayed the outcome. But here's the catch. Multiple sources have pointed out that this petition demands a full FIFA review without actually providing any solid documented evidence to back up those claims of bias. Now, you've got to appreciate the absolute poetic irony of this situation. I mean, cast your mind back just 4 years to December 2022. Remember when Argentina beat France in that unforgettable final? Hundreds of thousands of French fans flooded Change.org to demand a replay. And at the time, Argentine fans mercilessly mocked them, even launching counter-petitions telling France to stop crying. The universe really set up a perfect symmetry here, with the roles completely reversed in 2026. Moving on to Section 2, analyzing the on-pitch reality. Let's actually look at the stark reality of what happened on the pitch, because the statistics tell the true story. Spain completely dominated the 120 minutes of play. They held 68% of the possession and fired off 20 shots. Meanwhile, Argentina, the defending champions, were pinned back so thoroughly that they managed 0 shots on target. If the referee supposedly stole the game from Argentina, the data suggests he must have somehow stolen their entire attacking strategy too. But, okay, let's look at the actual refereeing. According to expert VAR analysis from independent refereeing platforms, the major decisions tell a very different story than what the petition claims. At the 13th minute, Argentina's McAllister actually escaped a yellow card he absolutely deserved. Later in the second half, Spain had a goal incorrectly disallowed for a foul that just wasn't there. And at 90 plus 2 minutes, Argentina's Enzo Fernández was sent off, which analysts universally agree was a correct second yellow card. Honestly, if anyone was disadvantaged by the officiating, all the evidence points directly to Spain. You know, all that frustration on the pitch ultimately boiled over. Following the final whistle, the disappointment just morphed into total chaos. Argentine players sparked a scuffle, with midfielder Leandro Paredes executing what observers literally called a wrestling move on Spain's 21-year-old Pablo Gavi. The situation got so heated that Argentine head coach Lionel Scaloni actually had to physically step in, pull his own players away, and restore some calm. Section 3, the 23 million signature twist. Okay, here is where things get absolutely wild. Think about the staggering contrast in scale here. On one side, you have the 80,200 signatures demanding a replay. On the other side, an explosive 23.3 million signatures demanding Argentina's lifetime expulsion from the World Cup. Titled Argentina Out, this rival campaign drew signatures from 170 different countries, accusing FIFA of pre-existing bias toward Argentina and their captain, Lionel Messi. To put that into perspective, the sheer scale of this global football tribalism is mind-blowing. This anti-Argentina petition went so viral that it very nearly broke the all-time Guinness World Record for the most signed petition in history. That record is 24 million signatures, set back by the 1997 Jubilee 2000 debt cancellation campaign. It really just goes to show how digital platforms have weaponized global sports rivalries on a totally unprecedented scale. Section 4, FIFA's Integrity Task Force verdict. So FIFA actually had to step in. On July 21st, 2026, they officially published their findings. The FIFA Integrity Task Force, which actively monitors global betting markets in real time, reported absolutely 0 suspicious betting activity across all matches. Senior Integrity Manager Liam Rich formally cleared the tournament of any match-fixing rumors, confirming that their systems found nothing, absolutely nothing, to support the conspiracy theories. Here's the bottom line, though. Change.org petitions, whether they have 80,000 signatures or 23 million, hold absolutely zero regulatory power. Under the official laws of the game, a petition simply cannot force a replay. Replays are strictly reserved for highly specific, exceptional circumstances laid out right there in the sport's own regulations. At the end of the day, official authority rests strictly with the governing structures of FIFA, overseen by President Gianni Infantino. An internet campaign, no matter how loud, cannot override the ratified governance of global football. And that authority is strictly enforced by executives like FIFA Secretary General Matthias Grafström. The signatures of these officials on the FIFA disciplinary code represent the finality of the tournament's outcome. The result is written in ink, not in online clicks. Section 5. AFA President shuts it down. Meanwhile, the internet rumor mill was literally spinning out of control. These digital delusions had mutated into massive, totally baseless conspiracy theories. Wild rumors spread through Argentina that the American FBI had intervened, that $300 million commercial contracts were being investigated by grand juries, and even that players' families were being threatened. It was basically a masterclass in how fast misinformation can travel when it's fueled by sports heartbreak. It got so out of hand that Claudio Tapia, the president of the Argentine Football Association, was forced to break his silence. He delivered this absolute mic-drop quote to his own fan base. "Do not be deceived by the lies. There are no excuses. Here, we only play football." Tapia openly admitted that Spain was simply the better team and firmly shut down the conspiracy theories, asking the nation to accept defeat with the exact same pride with which they celebrate their victories. And finally, Section 6, the final whistle. So, wrapping this all up, here are the hard, concrete facts you need to take away. Ferran Torres' 106th minute strike stands forever in the history books. Spain deservedly holds the 2026 World Cup title, backed by overwhelming statistical dominance on the pitch. Lionel Messi's final World Cup dance concludes without a back-to-back trophy. And importantly, while online petitions give fans a really loud voice to process their grief, they remain totally, legally powerless to change history. Before we go, I want to leave you with this provocative thought to ponder. We've literally seen millions of people mobilize online to try and rewrite a reality they just didn't like. As football passions increasingly spill over into these viral internet campaigns, where exactly do we draw the line between loyal fandom and digital delusion? It's a massive question sports governing bodies are going to have to face more and more in the future. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and remember to keep questioning what you see online.